Morning, everybody. This is Jehoiadak Maccabeus, Everyday Survival. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Hope everybody's safe, well fed. Hope everybody's staying honest. I'm gonna make this video this morning because I put a post on my community about seeing a guy at a truck stop this morning. He was a tradesman, and he was at the soda fountain machine, and he filled up his 48-ounce cup and chugged it, then filled it up again, and went up and paid for it. And I commented about it on my community this morning, and I had a commenter call me a tool and say I was probably the elementary hall monitor in elementary school, blah blah blah. And let me explain a few things to you, bub. Several years ago, I was a maintenance contractor I worked for a company that was a contract company for Smithfield Pork. You know, the big corporation, Smithfield. And they have a hard time keeping maintenance mechanics on staff, and the company I worked for subcontracted or contracted, and we would go do maintenance for them, and we would report into the maintenance shop just like their maintenance guys sit there for the meetings and all that. And there was one other guy, Fluffy, that worked for my company. He'd been there for probably about a year, and when I started there, Fluffy was signing out a lot of the parts for the farms. And how it works is every department has a budget. Just because it's all one company doesn't mean that it's coming out of one company's pocket. Every department has a budget. And the maintenance department and the farms were always having little tiffs, you know, somebody mad about something. And so the maintenance guys would, if the farms made a complaint about them, they would fill out extra parts and that the farm didn't need, like motors and fans and pressure washer pumps. And these are big pressure washer pumps. They're not like little bitty ones you buy at Lowe's. They're similar to what I have on my vacuum excavator. Whatever it was that they would take extra and bill the farm for it. Well, it turns out that farm's budget, if they went over budget for parts, it come out of the employees of that farm bonus every year. And the maintenance guys, you know, a bunch of good old redneck Bubba, thought it was all funny, it was all cool. They was having Fluffy sign most of it out, and I believe they was doing it that way. If they was ever caught, it would come back on Fluffy and by proxy the contractor. And I wasn't okay with any of it. And I went to my boss and told him what was going on. And he said, well, why don't you come down to the shop in the morning? So I went down to the shop the next morning, and they pulled me off that job. They was worried about losing their contract because they knew me well enough. I was going to stand up for what was right, and they was afraid they'd lose that contract if I end up saying something that would cause them to get caught. And, you know, this company was paying their maintenance guys like, I think it was like $15 an hour back then. And the contractor that I worked for was charging Smithfield like $92 an hour or $95 an hour. We was getting 18. So, you know, my company was making a whole lot of money off of even us being there. And, you know, people, they think they're just getting over on corporations, and they're not, because stuff like that, the profit margins, That affects people's 401k and other investments. Do you not think it does? Come on, think things through. You call me a tool? You're a fucking thief, man. You're a loot. That's tool spelled backwards. In case you ain't smart enough. In case you didn't pay attention in elementary school. And, we all complain about government corruption and corporate corruption. And how can we expect anything over us to be better if we the people aren't better? If our population, we the people, are acting just like government, we're going to get the same kind of people in power over us. You want a better country? Make a better country, bud. You can post all the religious stuff on your channel that you want. All it does is make you a hypocrite. Nowhere in my Bible did I see where Jesus said it was all right to steal from people. In fact, Jesus kept the 10 Commandments, and the 10 Commandments, one of them is, thou shalt not steal. I think I had something else I wanted to add in there as usual, but I don't remember what it was. But, we want things to be better, so be better. Have some morals, have some integrity, have some honor in what you do. Because even if you're stealing a grape in the grocery store, you're stealing. I might have a little bit of sympathy for you if you're homeless and really trying and you can't do any better and you're plumb starving to death. I ain't saying it's right, but I might have a little bit of sympathy for you. I'm not a hall monitor and I'm not a tool. But anyway, y'all stay safe and you have a good day. Talk to y'all later.